Shame we didn't get to see the stunning vistas of the snow plains. This hotel lobby must have left a deep impression on you.
Well, waking up after a great sleep in a comfy bed to find out you're a wanted criminal tends to leave a deep impression. Let's move on to the next stop. The last stop. Let's go.
So long as you're ready.
I'll take a monitor over a red-hot heater any day.
March, wake up. We have to hurry.
Huh? Are we going?
Fu Xuan? Who's that? And there's no time for daydreaming. The space station is in crisis.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me. Asta said that the Stellaron is stored in that room up ahead. And I'm guessing the Legion might also be interested in its whereabouts.
Don Hung, where are you? Master Diviner! Can you hear me? Darn it, something must have gone wrong. What am I gonna do? Why did Miss Fu Xuan pick the scariest time to vanish?
March, can you... me? I'm getting more and more evidence that your memories have suffered interference. But I don't know where from.
Looks like I'll have to do it by myself this time.
March, leave your memories in the past. Why do you insist on returning to them? If they were so important to you, wouldn't you have remembered them? The moment a Nameless boards the Express, a new life begins. We set out on a new road, never to return. Explore, trailblaze, but do not dwell in the past. You'll tarnish the reputation of the Nameless.
Enough! You're not him! Nothing like him! He would never try and force me to give up something so important to me. I don't care who you are. Disappear right now and let me pass. And don't you ever pretend to be one of my friends again.
Human creations! Together as one!
Stand down. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Weren't there coordinates sent out from the space station? Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
This is the first time we met him. But he isn't here. Who are you? I don't remember you.
I am a messenger of the Garden of Recollection. Miss March, please refrain from looking back upon your past. Leave the matrix of prescience and return to reality. The past is not worth exploring. It will only hurt you.
You're the one who needs to leave. I'm not letting this go.
The Garden of Recollection? Did the Glow Swader send you? Are you the one meddling with my observations? What do you want with this girl? No matter the nature of your intentions, stealing others' memories like this, deceiving them, blinding them. I cannot allow that to happen.
You leave me no choice but to resort to unconventional means.
Miss March, this might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to enter your memory world and help you clear out any obstacles. Converge and awaken! Human creations! Together as one!
Lance! Forward! Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Thanks for your help, Miss Fushuen.
I promised I'd watch over you. Besides, I've been blessed by the Wisdom Walker. I will never tolerate efforts to impede the truth.
That person said she was a messenger. The Garden of Recollection. Why would they come after me?
Many members of the Garden have their own agenda. It's impossible to confirm anything from a cursory introduction. This is the Astral Express, no? It would seem that you're nearing the source. The Matrix of Prescience Ultima should start making further calculations soon. Do you remember where it was exactly that you were discovered?
They set the ice down in one of the passenger cars. It ended up being my room.
Then let's pass through this carriage and find your room.
Dan Heng, let's crack open this ice block.
Be careful not to harm her.
I've got this. Pom Pom.
This must...
Some memories are buried deep within you.
What's going on? How come we're back at the start?
It's the messenger. She's interfering with your movements again.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward.
The Interferer has been thwarting your progress this whole time. Maybe the only way for you to find your past is...
It seemed like that kid was trapped in ice, but the substance doesn't share the same physical properties. How bizarre. The crystals show at least 6 structures under differing conditions. 6 phased ice. The galaxy really is an enigma.
Don't look back. Keep going forward.
As soon as you open this door, the Matrix of Prescience will start calculate whenever you're ready.
Is this my room? I didn't get a chance to tidy up. Don't judge.
This is your room? That block of ice in the center. Has it always been there?
Ice?
This must be the foreign object. Looks like our exploration has reached its final stage. I will confirm one last time. Are you sure you wish to keep exploring your past?
Yes. I'm sure. Master Diviner?
She is busy running the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
You again? What I do with my past is none of your business. Why do you have to make things so difficult?
Please, trust the Garden of Recollection. Everything I'm doing is for your protection.
You don't protect people by
If you are truly set on learning about your past, then come with me. I'll show you the origin that you seek. I hope that you will refrain from exploring any further than this. Trust me when I say, nothing good can come of it. There it is, your origin. Your life unfolds from this point on, full of unique experiences and adventure. What happened prior is meaningless to you. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future. The eagle returns from an unsuccessful hunt. The sailor avoids the course they know to be dangerous. And you, my child, should come to learn that the past is just an illusion. But your experiences now will be remembered forever. It is time to say goodbye. Here, a parting gift for you. I look forward to our next encounter.
Wait! Hold on! Miss Fu Xuan, why did the simulation just cut off like that? I'm fine. Just a little lightheaded is all.
And the Matrix of Prescience stopped at precisely the same moment. March, I lost sight of you once you touched that block of ice. What happened?
It's kinda hard to explain.
So, that mysterious girl was really a messenger of the Glow Swather?
Glow Swather? You mean Fu Li the Remembrance? Are they the Eon connected to my past?
No, it's too early to draw such a conclusion. All I can say is that it was very likely an Eon that sealed away your memories. But not necessarily fully. When the messenger spoke of protection, perhaps she meant the following. By sealing away your memories, the Glow Swather wasn't attempting to harm you, but to shield you from the memories themselves.
It's not so bad. At least I know it has to do with the Garden of Recollection, right?
It seems like retrieving memories is beyond the operational spectrum of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
That's all right. You've helped me so much already, Master Diviner. I owe you a big one.
If you'll excuse me, I must organize an inspection of the Matrix. Fingers crossed there's no damage done.
We'll leave you to it then. Run. If we broke something, there'll be a huge bill to pay. Wanna go take some pictures?
I came up from Starskiff Haven.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be? I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
He is a close friend. I've invited him along to bear witness. Please, treat him as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Bailu is simple and innocent, incapable of ill intent. It's natural for a servant to care for her master and share in her worries. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition. Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng. His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession. The Preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune. However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating. Whether we find another suitable candidate in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her. Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I couldn't possibly say. I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes, and the inevitable, unwilling returns. As far as a Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu is highly restricted in her actions, and has no freedom or say about her own life. I can't bear it. Your Highness, please think about this poor child. Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
Then I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her. No need. March will find out sooner or later. You know that I'm a descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara. In Scale Gorge Waterscape, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it. Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe. Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow. Now, I plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The star skiff is ready. Let's go.
I came up from Starskiff Haven.
Come on, draw.
Extractor clean to your star skiffs?
The rumors are true. You really are back. I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Leave this troubled place immediately.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. What does the Alchemy Commission want then?
Return to being a nameless. Stay out of the High Elder succession. The Luofu Vidyadhara have finally recovered from Dan Feng's grievous sins, and were blessed with a compassionate and caring High Elder in Bailu. None of this was easy. Your return has stirred up resentment and ambition among the preceptors, and threatens our situation.
I've no intention of threatening Bailu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Luofu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Extractor clean to your star skiff service?
Excuse me, are you...
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder, General?
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture. Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then? It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Lawfu, it does not involve the General of the Cloud Knights. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Lawfu, the Vidyadhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
Master Dan Heng, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Vidyadhara.
Wait. Master Dan Heng's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Vidyadhara will never accept him. Die, Don Feng.
Heaven's Surge! Rise! The times are
You
changed.
say Don Feng was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder? As I expected, Don Feng, you have
Thank you for rescuing me, Master Dan Heng.
They came from me. I'm sorry you got dragged into it.
It's risky to remain here. We should leave. Master Dan Heng, after your meeting, will you go with me to see the elders?
Should I ever want to meet the Preceptors, Miss Huanxi, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages. Hello there. Long time no see. What are you doing here?
We were met by an assassin on the way over, miss.
An assassin? Are you okay?
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail? If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu.
Wanshi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry. What a magnificent sight! Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The Elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Dan Feng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragon Heart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Dan Feng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth. The residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth. The residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots!
This feeling.
That's it. You did it! This alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danhung, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? You! Who? Protect Bailu!
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here! Nobody's getting hurt with me around.
Get!
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence. If so, why would they want to harm Bailu? We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here. Go!
Look at that shadow.
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge waterscape. Is that you, Danpeng? Have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are called Mirage Echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
Seems this mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge waterscape in the process. If your allies hadn't united to slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation Arcanum now, and the Preceptors can help you keep your secret. Our laws could have seen you executed. Pity that the High Elder succession could not be allowed to die with you. Tylorum Venti of the Yaoqing put forward a strong case for you, and the Ten Lords Commission spared you from capital punishment. But the punishment of molting rebirth could not be avoided.
Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live! The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this mirage echo. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Vidyadhara would never progress without their plans. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Another invisible assassin?
Careful! They're waiting for us to get close enough to reveal our weak spots. Break!
Time to twirl!
No! Get out of scratch. Stand down.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Miss Bilo, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I won't wait. I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Danfeng? Why do you remain silent? Your Highness, you're still as cold and lonely as you ever were. Like the eternal ice on the Fanghu. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Danfeng.
Oh, okay. Wait, no! You were just a mirage echo. I got tricked.
Master Danfeng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the transmutation arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research. The Vidyadhara perform self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Vidyadhara from the cycle of reincarnation. I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste. But now, you have enlightened me.
Danfeng.
Master Danfeng, Your changes to the Transmutation Arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Vidyadhara to reproduce. My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Vidyadhara reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race? To unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon. Isn't that the real meaning behind the Transmutation Arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish.
What does she mean by that?
The Transmutation Arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Vidyadhara to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. But the mechanism eludes me. Let's go.
It's you, Master Dongfeng. Why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you. Of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. You must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Dongfeng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my mortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use Cloudian magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawful. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder succession tradition just because of you. Hand it over.
Dunham, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Dunhung and him to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the Elders and round them all up. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
Assassins? None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came from Mr. Dan Heng. But the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed. Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
You don't look so good.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon. I sense a storm. The strength. Heaven's surge. Break!
Let me tend your wounds.
I'm on guard.
Time to show you what's in your prescription!
Nice teamwork. I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Am I too late?
General!
For the
Did you bring
master's
reinforcements?
Reinforcements? Show no mercy. I am the reinforcements.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Immortality means forever.
Follow my charge.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! Heaven's surge. Break!
A miracle.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Need a doctor?
I sense a storm.
You bully! What's in your prescription?
1,000 thanks.
Let me tend your wounds.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
A pity. So close.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme? They should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have remaining.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. We all know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jing Yuan. I go no further.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the Elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realized they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Videodora harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Danheng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the ferry.
The Videodora have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Videodora in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Danheng, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Videodora tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the preceptors and alchemy commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with Cloud Hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the Eternal Roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Danfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
Now that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your home. I do not seek to take Dan Heng away from you.
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity.
Yo, it's you! You're interested in the supernatural, right? Lucky for you, I just finished editing my stream. It's all the proof you need. But before you watch it, I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in ghosts? That was me copying video titles from the hottest streamers on the Luofu. I heard they help attract more viewers. Enough chit-chat. Look, this is the weird stuff that happened yesterday when I was streaming in Fixtral Garden.
What's up, guys? Little Gwei here. We've come to the scariest, most haunted place in the Luofu, Fixtral Garden. Don't forget to like, follow, and share, or
Why'd you get out? They say there's been paranormal activity. You're such a scaredy cat. You said you'd protect me. How do I stab something that doesn't have a body? I think I just saw something moving.
And a group of flames suddenly grew super big! And then they floated right out to us and they were like, ah! And Sushong was like, eek! And then she fell over!
Miss Sushong, can you get up? Aren't you getting cold?
Ugh. Me and my bestie got kicked out of the garden straight after. But did you see the key moment? It's called editing. I edited it. That way I can show what happened before and after. Anyway, the key moment was... It wasn't the Realm Keeping Commission or the Cloud Knights that came to deal with it. It was the judges from the Ten Lords Commission. That's what I'm saying! At first, Sushong didn't believe that Fixtral Garden was haunted. But after the judges showed up... In other words, something big must have happened in Fixtral Garden for them to show up. Exactly! Now, do you believe that my content isn't clickbait? Actually, do you have some free time? Do you want to explore Fixtral Garden together? Just the two of us? I guarantee you we're gonna reveal the truth this time. High risk, high reward, high view count. As we grow up, our curiosity for the unknown gradually fades. I'm not gonna let myself become a boring grown-up. Why are the ghosts haunting the garden? A lingering grudge, perhaps? Or maybe they're an omen of some impending disaster. Aren't you curious? Don't be scared. When the time comes, just hide behind me.
I don't
Need your
believe...
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced?
It's so dark in here. It feels like we're being watched. Did anyone ever tell you the scary stories about Fixtral Garden? Sure. I guess now's not really a good time for stories. Don't worry. I can sum it up in a single sentence. Fixtral Garden used to be a garden delve, but people started coming here to mourn fallen Foxian fighters at the Foxen tomb, and rumors spread that the garden was haunted. I know it's easy to cast doubt, but the Ten Lords Commission actually showed up this time. Speaking of which, we have to avoid running into the judges. If we get kicked out, it'll all be for nothing. Anyway, that's the background. Let's keep moving, and watch your step. Whoa, this place feels pure evil. I wonder if this thumbnail would be approved. Shh. Follow me. Keep quiet and tread like... Hey, it looks like there's someone up ahead. Let's go around.
out, guys! Hear me out.
State your name and your business. Arrest them immediately. Suspicious individuals in a restricted area are detained first and interrogated later. No exception.
Restricted area? Since when were you in charge of Fixtral Garden?
Gotcha, my turn. Try that again.
Unscathed.
Go away!
Subdue. Surrender. By the 10 lords.
They come.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Unscathed. Engage.
Watch this awesome move!
At ease, Wraith Warden. These two are not your enemies.
Understood, Your Honor.
Look how pale she is. And it seems like her eyes aren't even focusing.
Is she a ghost?
As a member of the Ten Lords Commission, you may as well consider me a member of the dead. I am a judge, alias Hanya. Of the 4 duties of detention, incarceration, interrogation, and punishment, I am responsible for interrogation. Therefore, I know a thing or two about you. Gwenifan, an outworlder unemployed. You entered Fixtral Garden with Sushang, a cloud knight, the day before yesterday.
Unemployed? I'm a street performer and a streamer who reports on current events. A streamer. It's a legit operation.
As for this one here...
A passenger in the Astral Express and a guest of the seat of Divine Foresight. You assisted the Cloud Knights in resolving the Ambrosial Arbor calamity and are a friend of the Alliance.
Hello, I'm a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. My name is Huahua.
As a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, you should speak with more confidence, Huahua.
Oh, okay.
Tell me, Gwenifan, why did you return here?
No reason. I haven't posted anything for ages, so I wanted to film some ghosts for my videos.
We have already told you that there are no ghosts in the Xianzhou. It is a ridiculous superstition. As a resident of the Xianzhou, you should refrain from believing or spreading rumors.
But I saw them! They had ghostly flames coming out of their body, and they were cackling! And Sushang saw them too!
Miss Gwenifan, it's hard to explain, but those things aren't ghosts. Please don't bring legends from your homeworld onto the Xianzhou. The roaming entities you saw are extremely dangerous energy parasites. We call them heliobi.
Really? I don't believe it. Heliobi? What's that? Oh, I get it. Heliobi is just another word for ghost on the Xianzhou, right? That's gotta be it.
Maybe we should let Mr. Tail out for a bit. Mr. Tail.
I heard you. Unbelievable. What am I, her pet?
Mr. Tail?
I'm a heliobus. We're not ghosts. Got it? Now scram!
strange girl. Here to film ghosts, yet terrified when she lays eyes on one.
Deep breaths, little Gray. Deep breaths. Can I have a small chat with this Mr. Tail?
I said scram! I have no time to talk nonsense with you! I told you, I'm not a ghost! If I have to repeat myself again, I'll be eating every one of you!
Please don't be afraid. He's only kidding. Mr. Tail is a vegetarian.
Your Honor, if I may ask, what exactly is this fire thing? How can we prevent it from hurting people? And why is a judge carrying one around with her?
I believe we're done here. We have important matters to attend to. Hua, please see them off.
Yes, ma'am.
Sister, don't be angry. Most of your time is spent in the field. You're not accustomed to dealing with others. Leave this to me. If I explain the reasoning, they will leave. As things stand, the situation in Fixstrol Garden is sure to keep drawing attention. If we forcibly dismiss these two today, their curiosity will remain. Who knows what might happen if they decide to come back. They might not be lucky enough to run into us next time. As I said, sister, I will handle this. I assume the two of you heard about the damage done to the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace? The Heliobi sealed within escaped, and have been haunting this place. The Ten Lords Commission has orders to capture them. I am strongly advising you to leave, for your own safety. If you have any questions, raise them now. I will do my best to satisfy your curiosity. But I hope you will keep any information you hear in strict confidence, and then leave Fixstrol Garden, never to return.
That's very reasonable, Your Honor. Thank you. I promise we'll leave after asking our questions.
As a clerk at the Hall of Karma, my knowledge on these matters is somewhat limited, but I will try my best to satisfy your curiosity. Please proceed. According to the Divination Commission's classification, they are energy parasites from the cosmos itself. They are starfire essence that materialize in the form of strange fire. Metaphorically speaking, they are like moths to a flame, but that flame is the thoughts of sentient beings. Yes. They attach themselves to sentient beings, feeding off their host's experiences and emotions. A heliobus will slowly take root in its host's nervous system, using their deepest desires and weaknesses to create wild delusions. They manipulate their host like a chess piece. The host has no choice but to obey the heliobus, so we refer to it as possession. By that point, the host is no longer who they once were, but a heliobus both similar to and completely different from their past self. The host's body will soon be exhausted by the heliobus, like burnt firewood.
Dangerous? Oh, you don't know the half of it. The other Heliobi are nothing compared to me.
Tail was subdued and sealed in my tail by Madame Hanya. He won't harm others.
Regrettably, Heliobi are not flesh and blood, and so they are difficult to destroy. Before the restoration of the creation furnace, the Ten Lords Commission plans to set up an evil binding matrix in this abandoned garden to imprison these abominations. As you can see, the evil binding matrix has not yet been completed, and not all the escaped Heliobi have been recovered. This area is still very dangerous. I will ask Judge Huohua to escort you out of the garden.
Not all the escaped Heliobi have been recovered. So that means the other supernatural stuff that's been happening on the Law Fu might be related? Your Honor, I have loads of info sources. Maybe I can help you.
Unnecessary. Those not involved should leave now. Go.
Excuse me. We should go. Excuse me, can we go now? I'm just a bit scared about the Heliobi reports, but I'll carry out my duties and escort you out of the garden. I should be able to do that at least.
If you can't, then you'd better give up the day job and start peddling desserts.
If it weren't for you, I would have opened a dessert stall ages ago. Shall we go? Let's go. Let's go this way. It's quicker.
Miss Huohua, can we have Mr. Tail come out for a photo?
Miss Guinevere, I'm on official duty right now. It's so quiet. It's getting scarier and scarier. Please stay close to me.
Did you hear that? What was that sound? It's a ghost!
What's happening? I'm not scared. I just can't stop my legs shaking. Wait a minute. Where did Miss Guinevere go? Miss Guinevere! Did we lose her?
Guinevere, where are you? Whoa, stay close. But, Huohua? Oh no, where did she go? Is this a mirror? It looks a little creepy. Hi. Where am I? Is this Fixtural Garden? But it looks different somehow. I should keep moving. Isn't this where I started? I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle. Oh, it seems like the paths here are being twisted by some sort of illusion. I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle. Isn't this where I started? I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle.
You've noticed... You have a strange scent on you. You must be... I've heard the whispers of the leaves that fall in Vixtral Garden. The flames weep and profess to me that a powerful mortal approaches. They carry the scent of a great battle, with none other than Ventilia. You are the one who drove Ventilia away. What power! Your presence alone is delicious enough to make one tremble. Let me taste you, please. One bite, just one bite. I can't wait to savor you.
These are no ordinary ingenia.
Of course not. They are mere pawns dancing to my whim. Crush them. Smash them to pieces. What a peppery fighting spirit! Such an addictive flavor! Let me see. The one who defeated Ventilia. I wonder what they taste like. You fought well. You were fighting for your survival, after all. I'll take that as my invitation to inhabit you for a while. Oh, my delicious host. You taste so special. Different from anyone else I've ever possessed. But what is this at your core? Sun? It burns! You can call me Cirrus. Ask for what I want. Rest assured, I only want to leave this place. I have no desire to harm you. Allow me to explain what's happening. The Xianzhou natives call it a ghost lock. You're walking in a circle, and no amount of walking will get you out of it. So, I'm going to help you break free of the circle that Furinox created. And you're going to help me evade the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. It's a win-win. How does that sound? You must have figured out that I'm not the master of this place. It was created by another Heliobus named Furinox. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who can help you escape from here. You mean the talismans left behind by little lost fox judge? Those won't help you. Now that I'm possessing you, I can make you see things that you couldn't see before. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. As a courtesy, I shall leave you intact for the time being. As soon as I get what I want, I'll be gone. Now, go and look at those talismans again. The paper dolls. You'll know where to go though. Find all those clues your judge friend left behind. Find the talismans.
Keep at it.
You can trust me. I want to leave this place too. We are useful to each other. In any case, it doesn't matter if you don't trust me. It's not like you can be rid of me. Hey, use your eyes. I made the talismans float. Pay attention. Do you understand? This story of the supernatural is in the illusory maze for a reason. It contains the clue to help us get out of here. Come back and read it again if you need to.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors. The door will not open without the... The courtesies have been performed. Enter, O honored guests.
It seems like we're ready. Now we just have to get out. See? I told you I'd help you. The way out is straight ahead. Just keep going. Stop. Do you remember our deal? You need to help me evade capture. Ugh. Is this what humans call sympathy? How acerbic. Yuck. Forget about the judge. Just get us both out of here.
It's you! I finally found another living soul! I'm so happy! I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever. I'm so happy to see you. Have you seen Miss Gwaynifin? I still haven't found her. Is she gonna be okay?
Give it up. Gwaynifin was probably eaten by the heliobi already.
Huh? How can that be? If that could happen to someone as lively as Miss Gwaynifin, that means I'm in even more danger.
Did you know that the larynx is the easiest muscle to control in the human body?
You can find the way out, right? Please take me with you.
Oh, not this again. You're a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Why are you always begging others for help?
You know I'm not cut out to be a judge. I thought maybe if I worked long enough in the Ten Lords Commission, I'd get braver. But now, I know it's impossible.
Useless brat. Why was I sealed in with someone like you?
You talk tough all day long, then let both of us get stuck in a trap. Who's the useless brat now?
There's no point in following me. I'm leaving, and you're not coming with me. Goodbye.
No! Please don't leave!
Oh, but you did. And can you swear that you don't want to leave her behind? Not even a little.
The Ten Lords Commission needs to overhaul their hiring criteria. How did someone as useless as you ever become a judge?
Hey, cut it out! I'm the only one around here who gets to tell this kid off. Me and those other judges. Got that? Wait. Hold on. I smell something familiar. Cirrus, it's you. Still a fan of your pathetic ventriloquist act, I see.
Oh, this is funny. This is just too funny. I thought you'd already escaped the furnace's destiny of torture. Who would have thought that a piece of Ignomar the Great, the fragment with the most fight in it, would become a guard dog sealed inside a crybaby? Oh, forgive me. Did I say guard dog? No, that won't do. You're just a guard dog's tail, right? Just a tail, a tail, a tail.
Laugh all you can, coward! I'm gonna swallow you whole the second you leave that boy's body!
Terrifying. You couldn't leave that judge's body if you tried. You can't eat her, let alone escape from her. Mr. Tail, you're pathetic.
Darn it! Think of something, you wimp!
Mr. Trailblazer, take this talisman and stick it to your body.
Hey, boy! Say something nice to Wawa! Her crying is like a mosquito in my ear. Cirrus talks nothing but nonsense. But even so, Wahwa has a sensitive heart. You, go say something nice to the girl. Yes, which is why she needs other organic beings like you to support her. Get it? Go! Roam free? Is that what you call this? This is as far as I can get from her. You think I'd be here playing house with you numbskulls if I could fly away?
If I were any other judge, you'd already be saved. Someone as nice as you wouldn't say such mean things. Only a possession would make you act like that. Still, what the Heliobus said was true. I've always been shy and scared. My life's been a nightmare ever since Tail possessed me. When I was at school, people were always asking why my tail was on fire. Everywhere I went, people would notice.
Oh, so it's all my fault. If you just let me devour you at the start, I could have spared you the trouble.
Then I got into the 10 Lords Commission. Everyone there is weird, so I thought I'd found somewhere I belonged. But the job is too dangerous. I have to fight demons and ghosts and bad guys every day. I'm just not cut out for it. If I make it back alive, I'm handing in my resignation. Who thought making a heliophobe with a heliobus in her tail hunt heliobi was a good idea? I'm sorry. I've been so useless. I'm glad it helped.
You hear that? Stop crying. You're useful. And your paper dolls are useful too. Oh, I've had enough of this. As soon as I swallow that coward Cirrus, I'm gonna devour this little crybaby too.
What a pity that Mr. Tail is nothing like he used to be. If we still had our old power, we could forget about this maze and devour its creator, Fury Not. Your old power? Well, Mr. Tail, seems she knows nothing about your past. Little Missy, do you know why the Heliobi are gathered in this abandoned garden instead of seizing human habitations? Team building? Because over 1,000 years ago, this very garden was the site of an epic battle between the general of the Luofu and the great Heliobus Ignimar. Now that the furnace is broken and the Heliobi have escaped, fragments like us, who once constituted Ignimar the Whole, have returned here with the desire to challenge the general again. The battle between the general and Ignimar was an earth-shaking contest of devastating proportions. Ignimar underwent countless transformations, causing floods, fires, and thunderous landslides. Evenly matched? Really? Of course. The 10 Lords Commission records say that Ignimar was soundly defeated by General Teng Xiao. Of course the human records would flatter their general. The great Ignimar absorbed the power of countless fellow Heliobi, but ultimately underestimated human deceit. They were narrowly defeated by the general. We Heliobi could never condense into physical form after that battle. We scattered into fragments and were sealed into the creation furnace. But there's an exception to everything. Mr. Tail, I thought you'd escaped to freedom. Who could have guessed you'd be sealed in this tiny Foxian girl? Humiliating.
Sealed my foot? My power was weak when I ran into this fox child. It was bad luck, nothing more.
When I was littler, I saw a ball of fire that looked like it was about to turn to embers. I felt sorry for it, so I picked it up and put it on my tail. And then, Mr. Tail tried to eat me! If the judges hadn't arrived, it would have been over!
Ha! I did no such thing! You're barely big enough to be an appetizer!
All the pain I've suffered since I met you must be retribution for my stupidity back then!
Hilarious! It's a pity Mr. Tail didn't devour you. He might have recovered his power and turned the Xianzhou upside down, just like Ignimar did. Why? Does there have to be a reason? The official answer is that the Xianzhou is sealing Heliobi in a cage and forcing them to supply energy to the ship. In reality, however, we just want to fight the General and see what the Xianzhou is truly made of. We Heliobi were carefree life forms, but were tainted with the illness of humanity once we came into contact with it. It's humanity's fault for having such intense emotions and desires. Now we can never return to the purity of our past. I want to be free again. I want to return to the cosmos. Mr. Tail, you don't want to regroup with the fragments? You don't want to be her tail forever? Why don't you return with me to the great beyond?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Shh.
That's impossible. Mr. Tail was sealed by the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. He can't escape, and neither can you. Ah! The door just opened on its own!
Less screaming, more thinking. This is an opportunity, is it not? Let's go in and check it out.
I feel much safer with you here. Still feel like I'm gonna faint, though.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. The courtesies have been performed.
Look! There's a mirror behind the door!
Didn't I see a similar mirror when I was dragged in?
That sound. Hua, this way.
What's going on? There's a voice in the mirror? That voice sounds familiar.
Hua, are you in the mirror? I finally found you.
Madame Shrei?
Fixtral Garden has been enveloped by an unknown power. You must be careful.
We still haven't found Miss Gwainifin. I don't know where she went.
The task at hand is to save you from this illusion. Come, pass through the mirror and come to our side.
Are we above Fixtral Garden?
So many bronze mirrors. Could it be that...
You're right, boy. This place is changing. It's trying to stop us from escaping.
But one of these mirrors must contain the exit, right? Let's check them all.
Wahwa, sweetie. Come to Big Sister Shuai.
Ugh, yuck! That judge would never say something so sickly.
Let's go look at the next mirror.
This is the exit, you useless brat!
Madame Shrei can be a bit of a meanie, but she'd never talk to me like that. That doesn't sound like her.
Constructive criticism!
Let's go look at the other mirrors.
The situation in Fixtral Garden is getting worse. Why have you not left? Is something the matter in there?
Over here. That sounds like the real Madame Shrei.
The real Madame Shuai? Are there pretenders inside the illusion? I see. Do not be afraid. Hua knows me well. She will be able to discern me from the counterfeit.
But what if I can't tell the difference?
You must trust yourself. Come. Hurry, Hua. Pass through the mirror and come to me.
Wait, I want to ask a few questions to see if you're the real person.
Likely, there's some secret means that I am unaware of.
I didn't have any connections at all. So we're gonna... But... this isn't the right place. We picked the wrong bronze mirror.
Hurry, Hua. Pass through the mirror and come to...
Wait, I want to ask if...
Anya is my younger sister, but this alone cannot prove who I am. Ask me something else.
So we're gonna...
Mirrors again! What a surprise!
Hurry, Hua. This should be the last mirror.
I need to ask you some questions.
She will be expelled after tonight's operation. She is not fit for her job at the Ten Lords.
Really? So I don't even need to write a resignation letter?
Stupid girl! This is obviously a trick!
So we're...
Come here, Hua.
I need to...
As a judge responsible for capturing criminals, her cowardice is a dereliction of duty.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Madame Shrei.
Stupid girl! This is...
Her tail will be extracted and suppressed after the job is over.
You fraud. I'll deal with you once I get out.
So...
Come here, Woa. Come through the mirror.
I need to ask you some questions.
Her caution is a skill all judges of the Ten Lords Commission should possess.
Ha! That's a funny way of describing.
So... But... this isn't the right place. We picked... I'm not the best judge of things, but these mirrors...
Not a single one is the real thing.
None of them show Madame Straighty as I know her to be.
That puppet judge never respected me. But she also never let her guard down.
I've spent a long time working with Madame Straighty. She's always known that I'm scared and timid, but she never told me off.
The Ten Lords Commission never cared a wink about your frail constitution. You're the only one who makes a big deal about it. And as long as you don't drag me down, I don't really care how much of a coward you are either.
Tail?
Hey, get away from me. See? People say good things about you. What are you gonna do about it?
The illusion wants to keep us in, but it can't possibly keep expanding its borders forever. I think there's gotta be a fourth mirror somewhere. I think there's a mirror on that floating island. But it's a bit... Oh, could I crawl my way there?
Ha! I didn't think you'd be able to. All these years and you finally started to grow up a bit.
Hurry, Woa. This should be the last mirror.
I don't want to go back the way we came, but I need to ask some questions about myself to me.
Everyone is different. A judge is not a soldier, and they need more than just courage. It is the decree of the Ten Lords for Huahua to be elevated to a judge. There must be some meaning in it.
Just what do those old fogies see in this coward?
Let's go! This is the right mirror. Are we back in Fixtral Garden?
You have returned safely. It seems the Ten Lords Commission is not down on our luck today.
Madame Straighty, I'm so happy to see you're all right!
Did you encounter anything strange on your way here?
No wonder she's a judge. Very perceptive.
I understand. This isn't the time to deal with Cirrus. Fixtral Garden has been dragged into a powerful illusion by an even mightier heliobus, and the Spiritfarers who went to suppress it have lost contact with me. Huahua, if both Hanya and I are unable to suppress that demon, then you will have to defeat it.
Huh? I won't be able to do it! I'm not as powerful as you two! I always run and hide before a battle.
Do not underestimate yourself. A heliobus cannot possess a body that is already possessed by another heliobus. Such is your absolute advantage as a judge. Correct. However, Huahua has had many more years of training and is more experienced in fighting heliobi than you. That is why the Ten Lords Commission is not down on our luck today. We're lucky that you have all returned at this opportune time.
You hear that, scaredy cat? You're the ace of the Ten Lords Commission!
The heliobi are aggressive beings, but they cannot shake their desire for a flesh and blood body. And yet, during the 38 years you have worked for the Ten Lords, you have been constantly able to suppress the monster within your tail and maintain your personality. You are already a fitting judge. Be confident. On that point, none of the other judges can surpass you.
Suppress the monster. Oh, but I don't think I've ever had to suppress Tail. I guess we're more like... friends?
Friends? Ugh! I don't make friends with food!
Mr. Tail, Puny fragments like us were deprived of Ignimar's power long ago. If a little girl can subdue us, then perhaps it's time for some humility.
Shut your trap!
Though Fury Nox is powerful, we have a chance of suppressing them if we can break them into multiple fragments.
You have a sound plan, Your Honor. And since the stage is set, allow me to offer my assistance. Let's find somewhere more open first. Like Swallow Song Pavilion over there.
Let's go.
You've heard the story of Ignimar and the great Heliobus's glorious fight against the General. They were an entity born of many Heliobi fusing together. But Heliobi are gradually tainted by the emotions and desires of those we possess. We tend to spite each other and don't like to fuse together. It's like having multiple personalities inside a single head. It leads to infighting. A powerful Heliobus like Ignimar or Fury Nox might be able to swallow a lesser Heliobus and placate them for a while. But this internal balance is easily broken when exposed to external forces. Just like how we were torn apart and reborn after Ignimar fought the General.
Therefore, this might be the way to defeat Fury Nox. We can cause them to break apart and reduce their power. Then, the Ten Lords Commission can use their sacred vessels to seal up all of Fury Nox's fragments. I have a question. Why are you betraying your own kin? Why would you help the Xianzhou when we have sealed you for so long?
Why? Must Heliobi always have a reason for their behavior? Perhaps I don't want Fury Nox to devour me. Perhaps I dislike idiots who use force and nothing else. Perhaps I wish to fight the General myself. Or maybe I just want to do a favor for the Ten Lords Commission that will ensure I can leave here in one piece.
Judges of the Ten Lords Commission always keep our promises. If you can truly deal with the problem at hand, I will ask for your freedom from the Ten Lords. However, I cannot guarantee the outcome of the appeal.
How conventional. Fine, I accept. But you better keep your promise, puppet. Me and Fury Nox were furnace mates. I know them well. They're powerful, but as naive as a child, and obsessed with victory. I only need to say 3 things to incite them. Hey, I'll need your body for a while longer.
Fury Nox! Fury Nox! Before you duel the General, why don't you fight me?
Serious? What makes you worth my time, weakling? I've turned this garden into my territory and made the dogs of the Ten Lords my puppets. As soon as the General arrives, the Heliobi will have a rematch. Why should I fight my own at this crucial moment?
That group of amateurs you put together? Ha! They're nothing compared to me. I have already obtained the most wonderful pawn for myself. A piece that once expelled Fantilia.
Fantilia? Fantilia! I remember. What a wonderful host. I want it.
Then send the Spiritfarers under your control to find me. If you can defeat this nameless I'm possessing, then you can swallow me up and let my strength aid you in your fight against the General. What do you say?
Deal. My pawns and I will show you no mercy!
See? Easy peasy.
Does that mean all the Spiritfarers out there have fallen? What a useless army!
Does that mean we'll be fighting our friends?
Oh, do puppets feel empathy? Or do you not wish to defeat Furynox anymore? We Heliobi think of such matters as business transactions. As long as something can bring us victory, we will destroy everything. Even allies and kin. Make the decision. Furynox's pawns, your companions, must be destroyed.
Please come over here. I need to give you something. You two, take this before we fight Furynox. This is the Lunambra Gourd, a sacred vessel made by the Artisanship Commission. The Ten Lords Commission has made some changes to it to better suppress the Heliobi. After you fight the puppets controlled by Furynox, make sure you seal their Heliobi fragments in here. Also, the Ten Lords will not forget your acts of kindness. Thank you.
Mr. Chael, we're gonna fight some really dangerous enemies now. Please lend me your strength too!
Oh, sounds like someone finally learned to talk tough. I would have believed you if your legs weren't shaking so much.
Don't point that out! It took me a lot of effort to be this brave. All this time I've just been hiding behind Mr. Trailblazer. I'm such a bad judge. Madame Shrey said those possessed by a Heliobus can't get possessed again. I'm the only person who can help everyone.
Exactly! You're welcome, by the way. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Huahua, though I am of Ingenium body, I too am feeling a sliver of fear.
Madame Shrey, you're afraid too?
Faced with a demon that can manipulate life at will, of course I'm afraid. Afraid that I won't ever work with my sister again. Let's go. I will find my own way to defeat the pawns possessed by Furynox. And before that foolish Heliobus has realized what's happening, I will suppress all of their fragments within the Lunambra Gourd.
So we'll need to activate the evil binding matrix, right?
Once my task is done, I will meet you at the Verdant Terrace and activate the evil binding matrix at its matrix core.
Okay. Furynox is so powerful, why would they allow themselves to break apart so easily?
The stronger you are, the more you
Those are possessed Wraith Wardens!
Don't expect...
Help me, Mr. Tail!
What happened to talking tough?
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Fragments of Furynox have been sealed in the gourd. Thank the Arbiter.
paper dolls out quickly! You remember the incantation?
Paper to might, carry the spite, talisman of strength, evil to spite!
Get them!
Answer me. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
There are plenty of heliobi in the gourd now. Let's go and meet up with Madame Shrey. It's Madame Shrey! There are so many spiritfarers lying on the floor!
Trailblazer! Whoa! I'm so glad you're okay!
I have defeated all the Spiritfarers controlled by Fury Nox. It was quite troublesome taking them down without doing any harm. How goes your task?
We're doing well! We've sealed most of Fury Nox's fragments.
Now, we shall seal the fragments absorbed by the Lunombra Gourd into the evil binding matrix. Once Fury Nox's power has been stripped, it will no longer be able to influence reality in Fixtral Garden.
This gourd is so pretty! Is this what they call a sacred vessel on the Xianzhou?
Miss Guinaifen, please be careful. You might feel dizzy if you get too close to the Matrix.
It's okay, it's okay. This is my first time seeing the Ten Lords Commission's exercising tools up close.
What? Get her away from her!
Cirrus. It's Cirrus. You won. Don't leave us. Help us. Take us.
Thank you, Your Honors, for helping me clear so many obstacles and collect so many heliobus fragments. I told you I'd leave your body, little pawn. Excellent. I will keep my promise.
Oh no! They're stealing the power of the other heliobi!
With this strength, I will be undefeatable! Let's go again, shall we?
You monsters!
Not a scratch.
We can't do this!
Forward!
Protect me! Protect me!
Timely treatment.
Answer me.
Let's begin.
Mediocre. You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to suffer.
This demon is quite troublesome.
Is everyone okay?
They've consumed too many heliobi. We'd die from exhaustion before we managed to weaken it.
We've still got a chance, puppet. Cirrus said it themselves. There's a fragile balance when Heliobi fuse together. You know what to do, don't you, Wawa? But what? Aren't you gonna be living the life you've always wanted once I'm gone?
These pawns are no fun. Why don't you join in too, huh? I struggle being my subject!
If you can't win, you just cheat!
Useless! Get yourself together!
They just won't die! We can't beat them!
Not so fast! You've got me, haven't you? See you on the other side, Wawa.
You wretch! What are you doing? Get out! Get out!
Need I teach someone a lesson?
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
A mere pawn.
0 points.
Get out!
Hey, Cirrus! Why don't you try swallowing me, too, huh?
Are you insane? Why are you helping humans?
Why? You need a reason? How about this one? I'd rather help a human than a conniving simpleton like you.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain! Talisman! For my... Command!
Failed!
Damage.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Answer me! 0 points!
Let's begin.
I'm on guard. Hit!
Time to suffer.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Suppress. Caution you well. By the 10...
SAS Percipi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain!
Just
A mere pawn. It's not over.
I wonder how Huohuo is doing. I should check up on her.
The one possessing Huahua seems to have disappeared. I don't know if I should be happy or sad for her. Never mind. I've never been good at figuring out emotions. Thank you for your assistance, Nameless. Reinforcements from the Ten Lords Commission will be here soon, and Gwenifin will be sent to an apothecary. It is only an artificial ingenium body. I can swap into another one easily. Do not worry. Hanya returned to the Ten Lords Commission after you left. She is coming with the reinforcements as we speak. No, the demon lives on. They even possessed a young spiritfarer under my command. As starfire essences, the Heliobi will never die. The records in the Ten Lords Commission's evil binding tomes were all real. Cirrus lost most of their power and poses no danger for the time being. But they will remain a threat for as long as they exist. Thankfully, the Ten Lords Commission had prepared other sacred vessels to suppress the Heliobi. We will construct a matrix all over this abandoned garden and seal the Heliobi within. The Xianzhou will live to see another day. We can leave the rest to the Ten Lords Commission from here. Even I feel like I need a rest.
Tail? Tail distracted Cirrus. He helped us so much. But now he's gone. I can't sense him anywhere. He's gone. It was because of him that I ended up in this terrible job. And I've thought so much about how much better my life would be if I never met him. But now that he's actually gone, I feel so... I really am useless. I've been looking forward to this day for so long, and now that it's here, I don't feel happy at all. Wait, you're right. Madame Shrei said that Heliobi are eternal flames that will never burn away. Mr. Tail, he must still be out there somewhere. Don't worry, Mr. Trailblazer. I'm okay. I need to pull myself together and finish the job. Oh, the Ten Lords Commission contacted Miss Guinifin's friend, Miss Sushang. I can't leave my post, so, could you let Miss Sushang know what happened? She'll be relieved. Don't even think about sealing me in the Matrix! You wretched fools! Tail, the judges, you... One day sooner or later, I'll tear you all to pieces! I'll crunch your bones to dust, sap every drop of your strength, and spit you out into the dirt where you belong! Already forgetting me? Ugh, your human tongues are no less poisonous than ours. Kid? As a spiritfarer, he's already experienced more than you could in a lifetime. For as long as I'm sealed in the Matrix, I will inhabit this body. The judges can stake as many talismans and pour as much enchanted water on this flesh as they'd like. I don't care. As long as they want to save their own, I still have a bargaining chip. There are many, little pawn. I will exist forever. I have lived for countless years. I existed before the Alliance was even an idea. And once the Alliance is turned to dust, I will continue to exist for countless more Amber eras. I can wait. I'll wait for humans to let their guard down. I'll wait till the Matrix drawn over Fictional Garden collapses. Time and opportunity will always be on my side. We will meet again. I wasn't the only Heliobus to escape when the creation furnace was destroyed. There are more of us than the mere few in Fixtral Garden. Where are they now? And what will they do to the Luofu? I look forward to seeing how the Ten Lords Commission responds in the coming days.
The engine people.
Hey, we're Heliobi.
In order to catch Heliobi on the run, the Ten Lords Commission has devised a few gadgets.
There's always this
Yo, what's up? You're finally here. Without you, our ghost hunting squad would be nothing.
Hey, I'm a reliable squad member too.
Sure, when you're not passed out in fear.
Cut it out. If you keep teasing me, I'm not gonna perform my boulder smashing trick for you anymore.
The official name is the Ten Lords Commission Special Operations Team for the Heliobi Containment Breach Incident. That was the name given to us by decree of the Ten Lords. Since we managed to survive the Fixtral Garden incident, the Ten Lords decided to entrust us with hunting down and subduing the Heliobi using our special skills.
That's right. This expedition was commissioned by the Ten Lords themselves. I am unsure as to why they attached so much importance to this endeavor, but I have a theory.
Huahua is a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, and I'm a Cloud Knight. We must answer the call to the best of our abilities. And this one here is an Outworlder who's done great things for the sake of the Xianzhou. But why did little Kuei have to get dragged into this? This mission is too dangerous for a civilian.
Ugh, I get it. You don't think I have any special skills, so I'll just get in the way?
Every flower and tree on the Xianzhou is significant in its own way. Miss Kuei has her own strengths, too. As a famous street performer and live streamer, she has precisely the skills we need to acquire intel for our mission. Miss Kuei has set up a social media account under the guise of investigating paranormal phenomena and unexplained mysteries. We can use it to gather intel for our mission.
You hear that, Sushong? I'm a key member of the squad! They said I could be a Ten Lords Commission intelligence hawk!
I might not be a scholar, but I don't think calling someone a hawk is a compliment.
The Ten Lords Commission has specially entrusted Judge Huohuo with commanding the ghost hunting squad, so please make sure to follow her lead in all matters related to the Heliobi.
That's right! I won't let us down!
Captain Huahua, should we start the ghost hunt now?
Captain? You can just call me Huahua. Actually, I'm not sure if I can be helpful anymore. After Tail disappeared, I thought for sure the commission would ask me to resign. But for some reason, Madame Hanya asked me to be the leader of the ghost hunting squad. Anyway, I'll do my best to carry out my duties. As for our mission, Cirrus was locked up in Fictional Garden, but there are a lot of other Heliobi that escaped after the creation furnace was broken. According to the Ten Lords Commission understanding of Heliobi behavior, they tend to roam densely populated areas in search of hosts. And wherever they go, there are bound to be reports of supernatural phenomena. Little Kuei, can you show us the website we'll be using for intel?
Look, I'm a new user, so I only have a few followers on this site. But, based on past experience, once you get a following, people start flooding you with stories and news about paranormal activity. We have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Sometimes, a lead is obviously fake. But other times, it's hard to tell from just a few words on the internet. After all, some people will make up all kinds of nonsense to attract attention.
So, we still have to go out and fact-check the leads?
Plus, the Spiritfarers from the Ten Lords Commission will be carrying out their own investigation in secret as well.
Speaking of attracting attention, how do we get a following on a paranormal activity website? Sounds like Little Kuei's department. She used me in some of her performances just to draw a bigger crowd.
Haha, that's the easy part. We just post some videos of us ghost hunting, subduing Heliobi. We're working for the Ten Lords Commission after all. We're gonna have the best content out there. Madame Hanya has already given us the green light. We'll record our heliobi hunting expeditions to get more followers, and then use the intel from our followers to find more heliobi. It's like a vicious cycle. Wait, a virtuous cycle.
Oh wait, aren't we supposed to be operating in secret?
Another thing we have to think about is that heliobi feed on the emotions of their hosts. They can even manipulate a host into revealing their deepest secrets. Wouldn't posting a victim's personal information online cause even more harm to the victim? I'm not trying to pick holes, just raising some concerns.
The way I see it, operating in secret and exposing the paranormal go hand in hand. We won't reveal the names of any victims. We'll just post some pics and videos of the squad engaging in fierce battles with the supernatural. And then come up with some dramatic titles. Like, Little Gray Investigates. Ghost tries to scare young Cloud Knight girl on creepy road. Gets owned. You know? We'll turn the entire heliobi hunting process into regular uploads. Viewers will see that there's nothing scary about it, and there won't be any public panic.
Why are you looking at me? Want a medal or something? It does kind of sound like a good idea.
Thanks, bestie. I feel like some of you aren't convinced by the whole online ghost hunting thing. How about this? We take a look at the leads we have so far, and pick one to try out as a test run. Take a look. This post is getting tons of comments.
Lady Bailu disappeared? That's nothing new. She sneaks off all the time.
That's not the point. Here, read this part. One of the healers from the Alchemy Commission had Lady Bailu cornered, but then she disappeared into thin air. Judging from the comments, there were several witnesses. Sure, Lady Bailu runs away all the time, but disappearing into thin air?
It looks like the work of a heliobus. The heliobi are masters of manipulating the senses. There are stories of heliobi changing their shape and appearance to disguise themselves as someone else.
Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's get moving and see if we can find some witnesses.
Before we head out, let's make sure we have our intel in order. If we can better understand what a heliobus wants to do, and what it's capable of doing, it'll be easier for us to help the victim. Interviewing witnesses might give us some clues, but they won't know anything about heliobi. I think I have an idea. We have another source of intel we could use.
That's right! Those heliobi were locked up in the same space for ages! They probably got to know their fellow prisoners like the back of their, I guess they don't really have hands.
The thought of seeing Cirrus sends shivers down my spine. But, I bet Cirrus would be eager to see me again. They'd devour me whole if they could. I think Tail made a fool of Cirrus, and Cirrus has held a grudge ever since. If we can get them worked up over it, we might be able to use them to our advantage.
Since when did Fixstral Garden become?
Oh, this tedium. Even the insects can't hold my attention any longer. I wonder if these ones will prove to be more entertaining.
Cirrus, we've come to ask you a few questions. I hope you'll be cooperative.
Oh, if it isn't the little girl who fainted in Fixstral Garden the moment she encountered the Heliobi. Already talking to me like a detective, are you?
Hey! Where's my sword? You just wait!
There are plenty of beings in this garden that would like to kill me. Why don't you line up one by one? And don't be ridiculous! We can't allow the host to be harmed. Cirrus, you must be unhappy with how things turned out, right? What do you want from me, little fox girl? You want to know what happened to the guard dog? He turned to ashes a long time ago. I don't care about that at all. But I can't help but notice you managed to escape the furnace, and now you're stuck here, unable to move an inch, while the other Heliobi are roaming around the Lafu enjoying themselves. Ooh, must be quite frustrating. You want me to assist you and betray my own kind? I can do that. Under one condition. I wish to arrange a challenge. One akin to the struggle between the great Heliobus Ignamar and the general of the Lafu. As long as you can bring me the current general, anything can be negotiated. The general? What? Is that too much to ask? It seems the judge here doesn't have what it takes to negotiate with the Heliobus.
That's just another way of saying they don't want to cooperate. Huh? Wait, Wawa, you can't seriously be thinking about...
Deal! I'll submit a request to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering.
What is your purpose for
Oh, what do we have here? A nameless, a cloud knight, a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, and a street performer. Quite the group.
Wow, the general recognizes me? I didn't realize I was so famous.
My retainer Yang Qing has mentioned you. You are one of the only people on the Law Fu that was able to deprive him of his sword.
Oh, I remember. I should apologize. I did a sword-swallowing performance on the spur of the moment, but forgot to return the sword to him when I left the stage.
So, what wind has brought you to the Seat of Divine Foresight?
General, we know you have important matters to attend to, and the Ten Lords Commission shouldn't be bothering you with something as trivial as the Heliobi. But if we allow those creatures to roam freely, I'm afraid...
I heard stories of a skirmish between a previous general and a monster of sorts. I'd always assumed they were an old wives' tale. I never imagined the villain of such tales would come to my doorstep seeking revenge. I must say, it seems a bit unfair that I should assume the debt for a conflict I had no involvement in. Precisely. In principle, the instigator should bear the burden. Still. General Teng Xiao is a venerated predecessor. If I am to honor his legacy, then sitting idly by is not an option. If an audience with the general of the Law Fu is requested, then I will honor such a request.
General, Heliobi are vile creatures capable of taking over the bodies of mortals. If you're unsure...
I appreciate the Ten Lords Commission having such high regard for my welfare. It is true I am rather inexperienced when it comes to Heliobi. But as General of the Law Fu, I cannot look on while these fugitive creatures wreak havoc on the populace. I still have some paperwork that needs attending to. Once I am finished, I will make my way to Fixtral Garden without delay.
Do let me know if you come across any rare swords.
I've never seen this one before. Human. Who are you?
Heliobus, is it not your deepest wish to hold a rematch with the General of the Law Fu? I have come to grant you an audience.
Cirrus, we have brought you the person you wish to see. This is General Jing Yuan, the one who now sits at the seat of divine foresight.
This is the current general of the LeFou? Look at that expression! He's barely half awake! Where is General Teng Xiao? Why did he choose such a lightweight to take over for him? I suppose it's already too late for the Xianzhou to rid themselves of this clown. Very well then, General Jing Yuan. How about we settle our score right here in Fixtral Garden? If I win, I must be free to come and go as I please.
I agreed to grant you an audience, not meet you in combat.
What? You refuse? You won't fight me? He comes here after I demand a rematch and won't even fight. Is he conceding that I already won? No, there can be no victory in eschewing combat. Human logic negates it.
You misunderstand. I came for a rematch. It's just that you are not a worthy opponent.
What? Unworthy?
Teng Xiao, as General of the Law Fu, was Commander-in-Chief of the Cloud Knights. Ignomar commanded the Heliobi. The two were as great as the sky and the earth, equally matched like yin and yang. It is only natural that they were worthy opponents. As it stands, I am the General of the Law Fu. But you are no Ignomar. Merely a prisoner. If you wish to engage me in battle, you must follow my rules. Defeat my army, Only then will I grant you the fight you seek.
Your army?
That's right. You must defeat my 4 companions gathered here. Then, you will have proved yourself a worthy opponent.
Wait, he means us? We'll be okay, right?
That's right. For us, any problem that can be solved by force isn't a problem at all.
So I only need to beat your pawns here.
It would serve you well not to underestimate them. They are as skilled in combat as they are tenacious in spirit. I worry they might pose a problem for you. If you win, you can have your rematch. If you lose, you will answer one question of their choice. No lies, no tricks. Can you accept these terms?
It's a deal. The game is set. This platform will be our chessboard, and the fighters will be the pieces. Trying to humiliate me with lowly pawns. No matter then, I have my pawns to play. Heed my command. Receive my power. Now you will experience the might of the Heliobite. Forget your wallet?
Give it up.
Want to see what I can do?
Still in denial. I shall be the judge.
Dodge this! Turn out your pockets! Answer.
Lance ablaze! Forward! It's time.
This is serious. Recount.
Let me through! Want to see what I can do? Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Still in denial. I shall be the judge.
By the will of the Ten Lords, the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
It's time.
Come feast your eyes! Happy New Year!
Let me through!
Recount.
Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this! Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Venus!
Give it up. I shall be the judge.
You've lost. Serious.
Ugh, don't get complacent. If I had all of Ignimar's power, I'd never have lost to the likes of you.
Should you decide to try again, my offer still stands. But you must defeat them.
What are we waiting for?
Not so fast! Before we fight again, you need to answer one question like you promised.
Ugh, pesky devil of a girl. Alright. What's your question?
Look, is this something a heliobus could have done?
There are countless heliobi that escaped from the creation furnace. And every one of them could have done such a thing. It could have been vengeance, curiosity, or simply hunger. So how would I know which one abducted your dragon lady? Of course, I do have my suspicions. For example, Luxie. Luxie loves mischief. They give no thought to interfering in mortal affairs. Their only concerns are entertainment and freedom. Among all the fragments of Ignimar, the one most likely to abduct your precious dragon lady would be Luxie. We were sealed away for 1,000 years. It's been ages since we last tasted the joys and sorrows of the world of humans. I'm sure Luxie was eager to find a new friend and wander the world with them.
I think they're telling the truth. Heliobi do have different personalities, and they can be influenced by the personality of their host. If a heliobus possesses a great warrior, they might gradually take on a braver, fiercer persona. And if their host is a playful child, they may adopt a childlike spirit.
Wander the world with them. It sounds like Lady Bailu would have been an ideal target. She's always running off to play in Arm Alley.
This intel should be a big help.
Hey! We're not done here! You still owe me a fight! You bunch of meatbags! One minor victory and you think you're something special? Come on! Show me what you've got!
The clues are all pointing in the same direction now. It would be wise to strike while the iron is hot.
Thank you for your help, General. Let's get going.